Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Of course, it's the same day. If you guys don't really focus on the time, this is basically a couple minutes, couple videos of a couple minutes after I am about to upload the Ford Transit video rebuild. I just want to give you guys pretty much a special rebuild, of course. So what you see here is basically a car that mostly, of course, that I've been really eager to have a vehicle, have a a stick, a manual transmission car, and for instance, of course, those many cars, of course, I wanted to have, such as a Ford Mustang, Mustang GT, which it was a pretty cool car, but of course they're pretty hard to find for manual transmission cars, but they are there. But there's sometimes they're just the worst shape possible of a salvage car. So as well as other things as well. Also GR86, BRZ86, all this stuff was pretty much out of the. It was pretty much out of the get-go car that you can get, or 350Z, but mostly, of course, it mostly, of course, the outdated model of the 350. I like them; they're cool cars, but mostly, of course, it wasn't my option to. It wasn't really my plan to get one of those. But for instance, of course, well, not for instance, but pretty much, I just want to say, everyone, I want to introduce uh the new car for pretty much my life now. This is a GR86, the 2022 model, the premium edition, and I bought this from the salvage yard. So I've been just keeping this up for a secret for couple, pretty much 2 months, a month ago, and I had this car pretty much out in the back of the from the shop, and just waiting for pretty much expecting people to come by and just see the damages and pretty much giving us the okay, the the okay of fixing the car. So pretty much this was Friday when we finished the transit, and this is Saturday, and it was basically, of course, it was a big front end collision, and you can see the rebar were just pulling it, and you probably see one time instance, just a couple seconds now, you'll see something like this right there. Oh, that was perfectly timed. Yeah, so that whole rebar and everything got snapped, but it did release a little bit of tension, of course, with the radiator and the condenser, of course, and some other things here and there as well. So let me take those out. Let's put these in. So this is pretty much how much all the things that we did. We took the headlamps. This driver side passenger side headlamp. I'm sorry. It wasn't good, but probably the only things that kind of did broke, which is some of the pieces that holds up the, oh my god, the headlight, and mostly, of course, it could be fixed, but we try to see how much things get damaged as well, and check the connectors because it was not turning on when checking everything is good, like the turn signals and everything. But we're gonna check on that later on, later weeks. And this is the frontal, front end of the car, of course, has been mostly get hit from pretty much the lower side of the car, right here in this side. And for some reason, when I saw the car in the salvage yard, I don't know what the heck he or she hit. So I did not expect what he hit, or he or she. I'm sorry, he or she hit something. Probably I said a tree, and then something happened. But there's more damage to this. Of course, the front end is the more um, most viewed one, but this the other side you could see more of this. So this is pretty much other things that we did as well, and this is the other. This thing had got hit in the rear and the right, well, left hand side quarter panel, the lower side of the quarter panel, and basically the door had been hit and the mirror's gone. And yeah, this was a big thing as well. Since seeing this as well, and this is and the little toe arm right here with the rear suspension, that was bent too. And what's happening was the wheel right here. We straightened this up, but we're gonna reorder one from it. We straightened everything up, and it basically drives straight now. But as well, this wheel when we got the car, it was basically pointing towards where the camera, the photo that I took, angle right there. This is what the wheel will be pointing outwards. It will not point. It won't point as straight. And it will point straight now, but after that, before that, it was pointing outwards. So it was pointing away from the vehicle as well. Other things as well, the lower body as well. A lot of people might just get really concerned about this, but there's no frame impact on inside, well, bottom of the chassis, so that's pretty good. So probably this of course is gonna be replaced from a different skin as well. And of course this one, everything will be good in this door. I feel like this will probably just get pretty much get a new door skin as well, and of course a new mirror, because that thing just get demolished, of course. But the whole rear end, the bumper, the rear tail lights, the trunk lid, and the other side, it's perfectly fine. Mostly, of course, just really the only damages have is, of course, this side, the driver side, and also the two fenders. One fender is good, one fender is bad, is bent, and the hood is could be repaired as well. And mostly the front, it's aluminum, and the whole other side as well is pretty much metal. So it's one thing that you could be repaired, but sometimes you just really just want to take that time and just not doing it and not take that much labor. But this is pretty much what is the process. This is on Sunday, within more minor things as well. Doing more pulling of the subframe here under here near the frame well. Well, this is the frame rail. This was bent as well, so most we did take a little tug. This one as well got tugged as well for the radiator support, for the little lower mounts that connects the radiator condenser. So that's what we did as well. This fender as well, this one was pushed inwards. So basically the door for the passenger side wasn't opening that much. It was opening about like 30 degrees. And once we did a little pulling and a little massaging in the middle, of course this fender is going to be replaced. We got a door fully open, up to 6 degrees, of course. So that's pretty good. We can finally relieve the stress and relieve the tension off that. Of course, the door's getting a little bit, it scratched a little bit. Well, of course, we're gonna repaint that. But this is what we did as well today. I just put the car back inside the under the lift of the under the lift because it was raining. It was pouring down the rain. Today, pretty much at lunchtime. So we brought the car in here. It drives good, of course, but of course, you want to have the coolant. But mostly, this thing could survive a couple seconds of just driving and just turn off immediately. So that's pretty much it. We also did some tugging and pulling, a little bit more minor adjustments, and got the rear back in the center and back of the line as well. And also the hood been a little bit doing some body work as well, and releasing those dents from here up to the lower middle part of the driver of the hood, and as well as the front end part of the little tips right here of the part. And of course, when you're working on these, um, I did not notice, but the Toyota these hoods as well, they come with plastic. So basically, you see, it's like it has a little wrapping over the paint of the hood. So this is like the Mercedes that we just worked on the video you guys saw. We had to take all that plastic off that thing so it could be primered down and um, not get what you might call it. Pretty much what I'm saying was it's just pretty much not being primered down. It would be officially primered out to the paint and stick to itself, and not being just slouching and basically not pretty much sticking. So that's what we do, and probably this will be removed as well, because of course this whole hood will probably get repainted. But I just saw that, which I'm really confused. I don't know why they do it, and mostly maybe they focus on aluminum hoods. Maybe I don't know. But of course, this was the last video as well for the Ford Transit. But this is pretty much it. This is pretty much my project car for the summer as well. My first car to learn stick shift as well. But this is a really cool car. I really love this car. I love the red. I love everything as well. Of course, the rims got to be replaced, and the tires, because they are damaged too. But of course, I think the one thing is for other things for this car. Of course, this car is a really fun car. More horsepower than the last model, the first gen of the car. But of course, the one thing is the heavily comprised of, am I taking this to track or anything else? But the real question is, I mean, the real answer is, mostly of course, I'm not gonna take this to track and go crazy on it. Of course, there's gonna be some upgrades if I'm gonna do it as well, to not get those issues. Since a lot of you guys probably did not know, like the drive or any type of YouTube career you guys watch, they might just talk about the 86 or the BRC engine, the F824 blowing up while taking the track. But also, of course, mostly for this car, I'll say this is a daily driver car. I'm not gonna really take this car really the hands more. basically like more power, more torque, and maybe exhaust system probably much, and that's pretty much it for the car. You don't need that much power and torque. This thing is really fun to drive. Well, never drove the car, never been in the never drove the car or been in a ride in a different 86, but I expected this car to just be a little fun car as well, to get pretty much the knowing learns of driving the stick and also driving a sports car as well. So this is a pretty cool car as well. Pretty much, I cannot say nothing but thanks to, of course, my mom and dad, because they really love this. They really love this idea to go for this car as well. So I think it was, of course, an expensive purchase, but it was a pretty cool idea to do this type of project as well. I love these doing projects in these newer vehicles as well. So I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for you guys to see the whole journey about this car as well. So I just wanted to give you guys a little special video and a special thing we're doing in the shop as well. So, pretty much, I just want to say, if you guys do like these videos, drop a like and subscribe if new, and come see more videos of the Transit or the other videos that we just finished on on my channel as well. Go check them out; they're pretty good videos as well. But anyways, I just want to say again, a good night and have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Bye bye.